Hey guys, Buffer Game back today bringing you another video, and today we're going over the blog post over on CallOfDuty.com for Modern Warfare 2 launch, everything you need to know before the campaign early access. We're going to be getting into the things on the blog post here like multiplayer, DMZ, Warzone 2, Special Ops, and raids, as well as Twitch drops, and a bunch of unlocks, rewards by completing the campaign, pre-ordering, etc. So there's a lot of information here in this blog post. I'll be running through all this pretty high level. We'll get into the important things here. I will link the article down below in case you guys want to go through and read through it yourselves because, like I said, there is a lot of information here. But it does give us a good teaser for what to expect from the campaign, including the trailers that we've already seen. So, just a quick update. I will be live streaming the campaign Thursday. I believe it goes live at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, I'll be going live probably sometime between 12 and 12:30, a little bit before we go into the campaign. We're going to play through it on some difficulty. I'm not sure which yet. Maybe realism, most likely, hopefully. But again, I like to play the campaign in full to get the story. I don't want to be dying consistently on live stream if there's going to be harder missions like that. So we'll see what difficulty I'll play it on. I will be having the webcam up and I will be commentating through it. However, when we're in the middle of the missions, I'll try and not go crazy with commentary. But I know if you guys want to tune in for that, it'll be a pretty good live stream. I'll dissect the weapons that we see on the fly, different operators, different gears, things like that. And we will get a lot of unlocks by completing the campaign, which we'll get into here. So, jumping right into it here. If we look at the article here, I'm going to just kind of go through it. There's a lot of things outlined regarding the new era of Call of Duty. Just going into, first off, a lot of the things that we've already seen to date, including from the start of the announcement back in June, and everything we've seen up until now. So going down in this article, the campaign early access overview, I think, is the first thing we really want to look at here. But there is a timeline, first off, for that. So we obviously will have campaign early access live on October 20th, which is this Thursday. And then if we fast forward here, we will have preloading for the game itself. Multiplayer start on, I believe, the 26th, it looks like, or the 26th. And then that'll go live on the 28th. On November 16th, we're going to be having Warzone 2, DMZ, and Battle Royale modes at launch alongside Modern Warfare 2 Season 1. On December 14th, we will have Season 1 Reloaded, introducing raids on that date as well. So Reloaded of Season 1 and raids will be coming. Moving forward to the campaign early access, which again is this Thursday, and that's what we'll be live streaming this week. So, for this campaign, that is available early if you digitally pre-order or pre-purchase the game itself. It gives you early access to the campaign a week early. An immersive introduction into Modern Warfare 2. So take the full early access period to learn about Task Force 141, the ties to the Mexican Special Forces, and the overall fundamental narrative of the next chapter of Modern Warfare series. A head start in earning campaign completion unlocks. So there's a lot of unlocks by playing through and completing the campaign. The story itself, so quick kind of outline of the narrative of the story here. Modern Warfare 2 campaign is a indirect continuation of Modern Warfare 2019 story, picking up 3 years after Task Force 141's original formation. So at this point, Task Force 141 has been together for 3 years under the supervision of Station Chief Kate Laswell. Captain John Price creates an international special operations group with 2 handpicked selections from his stored military history: John Soap McTavish and Simon Ghost Riley and Kyle Gaz Garrett. The former Special Air Services Sergeant who worked alongside Price during the events of Modern Warfare 2019. Again, that being Gaz. Over the next 36 months, Task Force 141 goes dark to perform classified missions around the globe leading up to the beginning of Modern Warfare 2's story. When the United States airstrike kills a foreign general, his next in line vows revenge, partnering with an international drug cartel to transport stolen U.S. ballistic missiles with narcotics smuggling lanes at their disposal. The terror network is poised to launch missile attacks against the United States unless Task Force 141 can stop them. But in order to do so, they become the very thing they sought to destroy. And then the narrative of the story continues here, playing as and alongside members of Task Force 141, Mexican Special Forces, and Shadow Company. You will travel across multiple continents to prevent global crisis while untangling a web of crime, deception from piloting gunships, battling with convoy and battling a convoy to identify high-level targets, and stealthily navigating underwater. So that's pretty cool. Another underwater mission kind of reminds me of Modern Warfare 3's one of those first missions there in Modern Warfare 3. You will need to become a true Tier 1 operator to survive this pulse-pounding campaign. Take full advantage and explore up to a week early. So you also get campaign unlocks here. So the campaign unlocks when you complete the campaign early access, you unlock the operator cosmetics for the operator hutch. You unlock Choi or Choi. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. You also unlock Nova and Reyes, and again, you get cosmetics for all 4 of those operators. Unlock a blueprint being the Union Guard, that being, it looks like it's Captain Price's M4 Assault Mod Block 2 with an aim point on the riser, grip, and a suppressor on there. We also get an emblem, double XP, double weapon XP actually, and a soap calling card. So that's pretty cool. When you complete the campaign, you're going to be able to unlock all that and a little bit more as well with the base operators and some of those outfits as well. So multiplayer, moving on to multiplayer and Spec Ops overview. So multiplayer innovation, immersion, and world-class, more intel before release. So again, multiplayer will launch on October 28th, that being a little over a week away, so a week after campaign. Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer defines emergent gameplay with a focus of variety. Those who play the beta already got a glimpse of the game's assortment of modes, locations, loadouts, items. One day, on day 1, there will be 12 unique modes, 10 traditional modes, etc. So going into just all the different modes, things like that. We're going to have a lot of different modes at launch as well as going into Season 1, etc. There's going to be more. Same with any typical Call of Duty. It goes into information regarding Al Mazrah. So Al Mazrah will be the Warzone 2 map, but a lot of the multiplayer map locations will take place in Al Mazrah. Al Mazrah itself is a metropolitan area, and its outskirts within the Republic of Adal serves as a main region for Call of Duty Warzone 2.0. Several core and multiplayer maps to be based in the region, making multiplayer a phenomenal place to learn some of the points of interest for Warzone 2 and DMZ. Bunch of different maps here. Las Almas. We have rest of the world. And then we go into some things here with special operations. So special operations, replayable co-op raids coming in Season 1. So this will be launched, I believe it was December 16th. Or no, Season 1 launches November 16th. And then we'll get reloaded on December 16th. So on November 16th, with the launch of Season 1, you're going to be getting special ops and raids. Special Ops itself is an evolution of Spec Ops mode from 2019. This co-op experience will initially feature 3 missions at launch taking place in Al Mazrah, and these 3 missions will have pretty much unlimited playability. And what they're doing with this is pretty interesting, with introducing something called kits, which we'll get into here in a minute. The missions themselves are going to be called low profile. So in low profile, you're going to infiltrate a town in the dead of night to uncover intel and evidence left behind by Alcatel before exfiltrating. Stealth is key to survival. So this is going to be more of a night mission, nods type mission, where you're going in stealthily with night vision and kind of killing the enemy, getting in and out without being detected, which sounds awesome. We also have denied area. So multiple SAM turrets are preventing reinforcements from entering Al Mazrah. With the help of a vehicle, navigate through the winding streets of the suburb to destroy them, then speed over to the exfil plane to escape. So that's, again, another really cool. It kind of reminds me of that one mission in Modern Warfare 2019 Spec Ops where you had to go on. It took place in the airport of Verdansk. That was a really good one. You were on the plane stealing that nuke. That was really fun too. Really great map. The third one here is Defender mwII. So this is basically a callback to, they're calling it a love letter to the fans of survival modes. This is a survival mode type Spec Ops where you'll gain kill streaks, things like that. And you'll actually have a backpack in Spec Ops mode. And within Spec Ops mode, you'll be carrying kill streaks, self-revives, armor plates, more things along those lines, which we'll get into here in a second. In Special Ops, operators will have access to the backpack and store equipment like 3 kill streaks, and similar to they'll have perks, field upgrades, kill streaks, like in multiplayer. So be able to store a lot of that in your backpack. There's also kits. So kits here specifically for what seems like special ops and potentially raids. So the 3 kits that they outline here to start will have what sounds like 10 levels to them. And again, they're encouraging you here. They mentioned in this article to at least play through your kits and level it up to at least level 5 before Warzone, DMZ, and raids. So Assault, this kit focuses on increased armor with an armor box field upgrade. The latter levels include Assault Suit munitions, which is basically a mini Juggernaut, increased armor capability, and free stims included in your backpack. There's a Medic kit, so this kit focuses on quicker revives with a revive pistol upgrade. Revive pistol upgrade for ranged instant revives. Latter levels include bomb drone, similar to the benefits of double time perk. Free claymores, anti-tank mines are also included in the backpack. And the third kit here that we mentioned here in the article is going to be the recon kit. So the kit focuses on better equipment usage with snapshots, pulse field upgrades to see nearby enemies. Later levels include automatically restock lethals, tacticals over time, and the ability to carry extra equipment, and a free heartbeat sensor and spotter scope included in your backpack. So this is pretty cool. Again, going into kind of things like we're going to expect to probably see in DMZ specifically, and raids with the backpack system. So that's really cool. And then they go here into more information for kits. So kits are leveled up by earning stars through missions. The missions do have related challenges, which give you 3 stars to each mission. So they're encouraging you to do all 3 missions for 3 stars, and there's plenty of replayability because they want you to replay with each kit and level it up as much as you can. We highly recommend completing all 3 Spec Ops missions with 3 stars and have at least 1 kit leveled up to tier 5 before raids. A direct continuation of campaign are introduced in Spec Ops later in Season 1. So that's going to be really cool as well. Progression, the journey at launch. So they go into more things here regarding ranking systems. Military ranks are 1 to 55, like we saw in Modern Warfare 2019. Weapon platforms. So each weapon platform will feature camo mastery challenges, including progression trees. We have obviously the different platform unlocks. Special ops kits. Each Spec Ops kits can be leveled up to maximum rank of 10 by replaying missions and completing challenges to earn stars. So that's something I'm really looking forward to do, is leveling up all those kits, replaying those missions with friends and you guys in the community as well. Base operator unlocks, so earn 18 operators through challenges related to campaign, multiplayer, and Spec Ops, daily challenges, additional challenges. In total, I believe they said there's going to be 25 operators available at launch. We'll get into that here as we continue down the article. Best way to prepare for Warzone 2 is going to be for multiplayer and special operations. So you'll be able to do that. Operators, there's 25 available at launch. 18 are unlockable. I believe, like I said, with the campaign, Spec Ops, multiplayer, by doing different things and challenges. So you get all those. Over 30 weapon platforms at launch with 55 or 50 something unique conversions that we'll do, and I'm sure I'll be able to find plenty more of those with variants, things like that. Gameplay mechanics, we all saw that in the beta. Ricochet anti-cheat will be active and learning on the fly to counter cheaters, which apparently they did. It seems like they did a really good job in the beta. There wasn't a lot of issues in the beta. I was happy to see that, so that was a good sign that it was working. Following the events of the campaign, so more information here regarding what we can see with the different factions going forward. So after the events of the campaign, 2 private military contractors, again PMCs, so Tarkov callbacks, DMZ callback. This is what we're going to be seeing. Specru and Cortac are founded as Special Forces for Hire, capable of carrying out international tactical operations. These 2 factions are ready to deploy in Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer Spec Ops at launch. All players will automatically have access to the 2 default milsim operators, which have 4 unique outfits for each. So essentially we have 8 milsim operators at launch. 18 more operators will be unlocked through campaign, multiplayer, Spec Ops challenges to to be detailed as part of the progression overview later in the month. We'll get more information on that. To the addition of the price, the FJX Cinder Task Force 141 Red Edition, we'll get all of that if you guys pre-ordered. Spec Crew operators. So jumping into some of these operators for Spec Crew, we get Choi, we get Grumsko. Again, some of these names are really interesting. Definitely way different from Modern Warfare 2019. But Grumsko, Gus, Cleo, Luna, Nova, Reyes, Zemo, Farah, Ghost, Price, and Soap. That's the Spec Crew faction, not including the Milsim operator that we get for that. We also have for Cortac, this is going to be Axel, Callisto, Connor, Fender, Horangi, Hutch, Koenig, Rose making a return. And again, she's not wearing that goofy leather sex suit from Modern Warfare 2019, which is good. She actually looks like an operator. Stiletto, Zero, and Oni. And then again, we get the Milsim operator for Cortac, which is that Russian Spetsnaz type operator that we saw in the beta as well. Each of these operators does have their story here in the blog post. So if you want more information on each of these, I would recommend going through that. We do see some references specifically with Rose, an American Army Ranger who formerly contracted by the Jackals to eliminate Al-Qatal in Africa, and Shadow Company to seek order in Verdansk. So we do get some callbacks to Verdansk. Again, we're definitely going to see Verdansk return here at some point within this game. And again, seeing some of these operators return in Verdansk mentioned in their bios just obviously lends more credibility to those rumors. Weapons. So weapon platforms and gunsmiths. We've gone over this in the channel at nauseum. 33 unique weapon platforms at launch. There's going to be over 40 or 50 weapons in total that you can make with platforms, conversions, things like that. So at base, we're going to they're saying 10 assault rifles, 4 battle rifles, 7 submachine guns, 6 light machine guns, 4 shotguns, 6 marksman rifles, and 3 sniper rifles, 1 riot shield, 5 sidearms, 4 launchers, and 1 melee secondary item. Again, that's not including battle rifles either, so they're missing those there, so there's going to be more of those. 1 shared engine going into this, how alongside with weapons and operators, Modern Warfare 2 will share core features with Warzone 2. And then we also have the information regarding Ricochet anti-cheat available at day 1. We'll be learning on the fly, kind of like a IBM has a smart computer which like learns everything on the fly. I can't remember it off the top of my head here as I'm talking about it. Probably should have looked that up beforehand, but I wasn't planning on mentioning it. But if you guys look that up, IBM has this learning on the fly computer which basically that's how Ricochet is working. It's processing how people are cheating, learning, and then blocking that. That's essentially what Ricochet is, and it's been in use for over a year at this point. I believe, 2 years since Ricochet launched, or a year and a half, something like that. So with the productivity ahead and the beta, the results, it should be pretty fine-tuned by this point. I think we should see a lot more with that. And again, it's been a little less than a year, I believe, with Ricochet, because it launched with Vanguard Vanguard integration to Warzone. Now, additional launch intel. So outside of Modern Warfare 2, get exclusive in-game rewards by watching the Twitch streams of the game during launch week. Celebrate launch of the new Task Force 141 themed gear for the Call of Duty shops that are available at the Call of Duty shop. Now, we do have Twitch drops here. So how Twitch drops work: link your Activision ID and Twitch accounts. Check out any streamer that has drops enabled on Twitch October 28th through the 6th, and then redeem your awards. So I don't know how this is going to work, if I'm going to be able to have drops enabled or not. I'm assuming probably not, unless Call of Duty reaches out to me. But for Twitch drops, you're going to be getting a few different items here. You're going to get some banners, calling cards, emblems, things like that. The best thing here looks like the 60 minutes of watching Twitch with drops enabled. You're going to get this blueprint here, which is the Watchdog 141 weapon blueprint. Not sure what weapon this is, to be honest. Just by the look of it, it's obviously something that's heavily customized. It almost looks like a very modernized SVD, but I don't think it is, because it's a 141 blueprint. So have to see what weapon this ends up being. It could be that PSG-1, most likely, is kind of what it looks like here to me. So a modernized version of that, most likely. We'll get into that when we get that at the launch of the game. After the Twitch drops, we'll go ahead and review that. So that's going to be pretty interesting. Pre-order now for a campaign, early access, and rewards, things like that. We've already been into all that. So that's all the information here in the blog post. I think a lot of information we just covered here. Pretty long video, 19 minutes. But again, campaign early access. I'll be streaming it this week. We're going to be unlocking all of the unlocks by completing the campaign. And then for the following week, we'll be live streaming the launch of multiplayer and doing the Twitch drops, etc. So I'm really looking forward to this. And I know I've been on hiatus for about a week and a half here or so. I was busy moving and I had to do a lot of work, so I just couldn't have any. I didn't have any time to sit down and do any videos. But we did have a new episode of The Scope, which was up last night. Go ahead and check that out on my channel as well as over on Crash Games FPS channel. And we have the live VOD with cutting out the intro, things like that, over on the Scopes channel. So go ahead and check that out if you guys are interested. And we'll be obviously reviewing the campaign on next week's episode here on the channel as well. So go ahead and check that out. Let me know down below how excited are you guys for campaign early access. Be sure to tune in. We'll run through it. And at least just tune in and say hi if you don't want to watch the whole thing. And obviously, spoiler warning for tuning in for the whole campaign. But personally, I don't like to be spoiled. That's why I'm going to play through it right away. If you guys tune in for a mission or two, that's typically what I would do, is I would watch like 1 or 2 missions for campaigns early, and then I would leave the rest to experience for myself. So let me know your thoughts down below. What are you looking forward to more? Is it campaign? Is it multiplayer? Spec Ops, DMZ, raids, Warzone 2? Let me know down below. Till next time, this is Buffner Gaming, out.